Hello, everyone. Welcome to another fantastic session of Raw and Real Finance. In this live episode, we will be taking a lot of question and answers from our folks. So let's get started.
Hi guys, we are doing a first time Sunday live, given there were some technical issues on Friday, but hope that we'll be able to answer your questions on this Sunday afternoon.
Yep. So I see we got first question from Ultimate Career Coach. Can you please update on recent changes on HDFC Tata New Rupee credit card? I think the question is around the lounge access. I believe that is a
Yeah.
bigger change. What has happened? So I'll answer on this. Two key cards they have: Tata Neo Rupee Infinity card, and the second is the Tata Neo Rupee Plus One variant, both in credit cards thing. Now they have brought in spend-based lounge access. So if you spend 50,000 rupees in per quarter, you will get lounge access. The amount remains same on both the cards. However, the number of lounge visits are different. On Infinity, you get 2 lounge visits, whereas on Plus, you will get 1. How, However, the important thing to note here is spend based. So if you're planning a trip, for example, July to September as a quarter, you'll have to ensure that the previous quarter you spend 50,000 rupees so that you get that voucher, which you can use in July to September phase.
Yeah. So we've got one more question, Rushank, on rent payment. So this is a time and again this question comes up. So Amal Jose has requested for this answer. So Amal, while most of the cards are now restricted paying rent, or let's say they have started charging fee, so effectively sometimes you don't even get points. So there's additional fee that you pay and you don't get points. But there are a few cards which you can definitely use, and then. If you look at, let's say, the Axis Magnus Burgundy and Axis Reserve, both these cards have their own limit. Magnus Burgundy has 50,000 rupees limit per month, and the Reserve card has 1 lakh rupees limit. Beyond this, you also have HSBC Premier, where HSBC Premier you get a wholesome limit of 1 lakh rupees, within which you can do all the transactions, whether it is government, utilities, any of those restricted MCCs by HSBC, you get a 1 lakh rupees limit and you can make those payments. So if, let's say, you don't have Magnus Burgundy, then you can use this. I think there are some other cards as well, milestone benefit based cards, but yeah, then you will only get milestone benefits. I think Rushank, you mentioned something about diners where you get milestone benefits.
So on diners, definitely you will get points on the milestone, but not on the base points. So HDFC doesn't allow you to get the points on rent transaction. However, those spends are considered towards the milestone. So for example, in a quarter, if you spend 4 lakh rupee on Diners Club Black Metal credit card, you end up making 10,000 reward points. So this is one way which you can make 22.5% roughly, that if I calculate reward rate, so you can make out of this. And you can use Red Giraffe as a platform, which has only 0.46 as a percentage for payment of rent. Another option, what just Abhishek mentioned or touched, is the milestone based Amex Platinum Travel Credit Card. You can use this card through MobiKwik or any other platform, though you will not get points, but you will still be getting milestone benefits. This card is a really good card. If you spend 4 lakhs annually, you end up getting 40,000 MR plus 10,000 Taj voucher. So this card also can be looked from the rent point of view. So these are things what I have.
Yeah, okay. We have one more question. Let me show this on the screen.
Yep.
Let me see.
Avios IndusInd card offer Qatar Gold status after the recent changes. Is it a good card to look as from adding Avios? So SR, me and Abhishek both are even thinking what to do on this card because now it has really made a very good proposition. As I can see, you get 20,000 Avios miles as a joining benefit on the payment of 10,000 plus GST fees. If someone who has looked at our last live session where we had covered Sri Lanka planning, where we mentioned you can travel to Sri Lanka via Avios points. And if I look at it, you're getting these points at 0.5 value. So it's kind of a good deal only from the welcome benefit point of view, just to put into perspective.
Yeah, so so let's say Bombay to Sri Lanka flight is 9,000 points. Am I right, Rushank?
Yes,
you get 40,000 points for 20,000 fee. So effectively, you are buying those. So even if you don't have Avios, you can take this card, you will get the miles, and then you can book 2 return tickets from Bombay to Sri Lanka. So it's effectively a flight comes for 20,000 rupees plus GST. And then you will get other benefits also. But yeah, I think the gold status is not there anymore. It was there for the 40,000 only. Yeah.
The really good benefit here is you get international meet and greet assistance. So with this card, so if you're someone who is looking this card from international travel point of view, Sri Lanka definitely can be a good option. Along with that, you can club your meet and greet assistance as well. So this card gives you complimentary meet and greet also.
Yeah. I think this is a follow-up question from Amal. So I am only tracking MobiKwik for Amex. Rushank, do you have any other platform in mind?
You can explore Amal housing.com. So let me just put one comment here. There's one code which you can use, CUT99, cut 99 basically, while making a payment. Do check whether that promo gives a cashback on the transactions also or not on rent transaction. It is primarily for the education, but you can explore this also. So housing.com can be explored for payment of Amex Platinum Travel Card. I believe you're talking about from that card point of view only.
Yeah. Okay. Anisha is asking about, do you want me to answer this one? Use of Qantas points.
So Abhishek is planning something. Definitely we will discuss with you guys. But definitely, Abhishek, why don't you throw some light on this?
Sure. So, Anisha, you are right. So you can use Qatar Airways or Finnair. So Qantas, I find very good use on Finnair because let's say India to Europe, you can get very nice rates via Helsinki, and especially if you're based in the north or in Delhi specifically, there's a direct flight from Delhi. I think it was there from Bangalore also, but I'm not very sure right now. But you have a direct flight from Delhi to Helsinki, 7 years flat, and you can take a stopover or a layover as well, and then you can fly to any destination within Europe from this. So I think around 30,000 points one way on economy, and very low taxes. I think 2,000-3,000 or 4,000 rupees of taxes per person. So if you are like, let's say, a family of 4, you can do in 2.4 lakh points. You can do 4 people in economy. Obviously, business class tickets would be slightly more expensive. I don't recall the exact number of points, but it is still very nice rate as compared to, let's say, Turkish or United these days. Emirates, I heard that you get options, but yeah, the availability when I tried to search it wasn't that great. But yeah, if you can do it in advance, you can definitely get some seats. But I don't know if it will be more than 2 seats. So if it's only 1 or 2 people, then you might be able to be a bit lucky here. And Qatar again, you will get flights. So India to Qatar and Qatar to anywhere else in the world, I think that is also a good route. While I've not tracked most of the regions, but yeah, it can be a good option for you. Also, Qantas you can use for intra-Australia travel. There are certain restrictions within the Australian continent. There are some airports which don't charge fuel surcharges, and therefore you might get some good deals when flying within, let's say, Australia.
Yep. So guys, please do like this video and subscribe to our channel. We are on mission to do 10,000 subscribers by September 30th. You guys would be aware we are planning a South America trip if we achieve 10,000 subscribers. So we need your love. We need your subscription. Please do and subscribe our channel and help our channel to grow.
People, you come and watch our videos, you like our videos, but you don't subscribe to our channel. And I think this is the biggest help that we request from all you guys. We have gone a bit slow last couple of days, and it is an understandable reason. But whatever content you see and you find it valuable, please like our channel and subscribe to our channel. It will really help us. And we'll do the live planning. So we have to kickstart. You are also aware that going to South America is not that easy. So we have to do some advanced planning. So really help. Really, it will be a big help if you can actually subscribe to our channel.
So, which is the most rewarding credit card outside Magnus Burgundy for 25 lakhs real estate payment? Interesting. In most cases, you don't get points for real estate payments. So, you'll have to be specific if you're talking about housing, like from the purchase point of view, or rental payment, or stamp duty. There are many aspects. So, without touching that, we will not be able to give you answer. Or in fact, even Magnus will not give the points on real estate payments. So, we'll have to understand what kind of a payment you're talking about. R78.
Yeah. Okay. Guys, is the voice okay today? Can you hear me properly? Okay, while we check on the answers, Rushank, why don't you talk about this one?
I'm holding HDFC money back. Okay. So ADJ, what reason you are getting from HDFC and how did you approach? Did you go to branch and speak? Because that's the best way what we feel. You should go to a branch and talk about what you're looking. You have to see your spends also. The important criteria with HDFC is that they will look at your spend pattern. If you are someone who's just holding the card and not spending, it's difficult to get an upgrade. So you'll have to see what kind of spends you have and what kind of other relationship you have with HDFC Bank. And if everything fulfills, my suggestion would be go to the branch, talk to branch officials, and make your case. They will happy to upgrade you to another level.
Okay, let me just go back. So Aman has this question on Taj Epicure membership. Okay, so Rushank, let me try to answer first and maybe you can then add. So guys, as you know that both me and Rushank within our families hold multiple Taj Epicure memberships. Now, it is a good value and it is a bad value. So it all depends. So any hotel membership when you take, be it Taj Epicure or be it Accor Plus, you will have to be a bit more flexible, right? So there are certain properties and certain times where you will not get availability. And if you are somebody who is planning to travel in a fixed window, let's say Christmas, New Year, or let's say around summer holidays, then either you have to do it in much advance or you have to not take it all together. But if you are somebody who can be, let's say, maybe a day or two flexi kind of a person and are not bogged about a particular property, then I think it is a fantastic value because Taj anyway is a very expensive chain even in India. So you will have certain hotels which are more expensive as compared to, let's say, a Marriott or a Hilton or Radisson, something like that, or even Accor. So then you can take some of those. Let's say you take two memberships and you get 2 nights. So you can then plan accordingly. Let's say between you and your spouse, you take 2 memberships. You will also get free dinner vouchers, lunch vouchers, spa vouchers, as well as you will get some discount coupons. And then when you eat there, and if you have an Amex card, you have those Amex vouchers. You can use them on the food, if not on the night, because Amex vouchers are from the Amex vouchers. Hotel tries to restrict when you try to use for the night. But let's say if you have a 10,000 rupees voucher and you are a family of 3 or 4 and you are eating in the hotel itself in the night for dinner, then you can use that voucher for the food while you are staying. That they allow. And then you don't have the issue of the bar rate also. But otherwise, so you will easily get more than 25,000 rupees or 29,000 rupees value that you pay for the preferred membership. I think the elite membership is even better, where you get 2 nights. So Rushank, your point of view here?
Yeah, just not only the complimentary nights, you get complimentary buffet, you get spa also in that membership. So if you someone, as Abhishek highlighted, if you like Taj properties and you want to do your staycation, this is a really good membership to have. The only downside of what I feel is the blackout dates, what again Abhishek highlighted. So something that you'll have to live with that. Basically, if you plan your vacation in Taj 3 to 4 months back, you can see the rates and compare, and also see the availability under whether those lines are available under membership, and then you can explore the membership as well. And on Amex, the Amex voucher, you can actually use for dining also. You can use for spa also. And with the membership, on membership, you get roughly 20 to 25% off. On stay, you get some off. You get on dining also, you get some offer. And then you can use your Amex Taj voucher. So you can club your Amex Platinum travel voucher, what you get, along with the Taj Epicure membership.
Okay, this one is done. Thanks, Mitch. Thank you for liking and subscribing. It really helps.
Thank you.
Hi, Ashub. I am holding the mic. I don't know. There's some challenge, I think, because of the acoustics in the room. And because of that, I don't know why it works fine on the phone and while I record. But if I do a live stream, it creates some challenge. So I'm still working on that.
But now it is better, guys, or you still facing some issue?
I think somebody mentioned that it was fumbling, so I'm holding it in the hand right now.
Okay. Interesting. On what you got points?
So, is it the real estate transaction that you are mentioning, or rental transactions?
Okay, he has mentioned there's another point on property purchases. So interesting aspect, I feel.
So it also depends, na, Rushank, which what do you call MCC of the seller. So if the builder has, sometimes they have multiple MCCs on the POS machine. So you will always have to. I think if you can share the MCC that was for this transaction, that will really be helpful for the audience, wider audience also. You can check with your credit cards on the credit card statement, or call the customer care and maybe share after the live, or maybe during the live, because some I know, if you have a real estate or some other kind of a MCC which is blocked by HDFC for points, then you will not get the points. And since these are big transactions, you should do definitely a test transaction before you go ahead.
Yeah. No, so again, one more thing, you will definitely get milestone, because HDFC does give milestone on spends, even if the transactions are excluded from the points earning. So that is point taken care. But on the reward points, we'll have to see whether it's, I think it might be utility payment, which is where they are getting points. But again, we'll have to see what kind of CC it is.
Yeah, so R78, which has helped you in answering, but definitely you need to check the MCC if it is not blocked. So at least you will get the milestone benefits, if not the main reward points.
Yep. Okay, ADJ is saying he's spending 30 to 40 per month. Okay, this is the HDFC upgrade card one query. Called CC also went. They're not doing any help. Did you try applying the card online? ADJ, like we can provide the link. Actually, links are also, we have put in the description. You can check certain cards and try to apply from those links. And you can actually explore whether you are getting those cards directly rather than going through upgrade way. Apply the newer card basis your credit limit. Simply, you will probably will get that card directly.
Okay. One moment. So Gurpal says, okay, 2 lakh points in Accor, wow, and 1.75 lakh in HDFC Biz Black. can we plan a trip to Japan or someplace else? Okay. So, Rushank, do you want to answer, or shall I answer?
Definitely, you go ahead.
Okay. So, Gurpal, what you can definitely do is a trip to Japan. Since the only challenge is in Biz Black, you cannot transfer to multiple partners or airline partners for miles. So what you can do is, when your Japanese airlines, I think Japan Airlines or ANA, they come on sale every few months. 3 4 months they come on sale. During that time, you go to your SmartBuy portal and check the rates of revenue tickets on for Japan. Because of this black. Had it been Infinia, I would have given you a different answer. So just check if the rates are somewhere close to what the sale rate is. So I've seen as low rates as 30 to 35,000 return per person. Since you are a family of 4, so I'm assuming. So even if let's say it is 40, 50,000, so you can use the bulk of your points, 1.75 lakh points, which you would have accumulated, and you will also continue to accumulate for 70% of booking value. So let us say your total booking value comes to 1.7 lakhs or 1.6 lakhs. So out of that, you can at least pay 1.1, 1.2, 1.3 lakh rupees from your Biz Black card, right, using SmartBuy. So that takes care of your flight from India to Japan. Now you have 2 lakh Accor points, which are more than some, and Accor has fantastic properties in Japan, multiple locations. Obviously, then you can use your Accor points to book your hotels. But before you do that, once you get the tickets, you should buy at least 1 Accor Plus membership or 2 if possible, because then you will get 2 free nights which you can use there. You will also get a lot of other benefits like 50% discount on dining or 25% in case you are 4 adults. So you can use that to get food discounts also. And this will, and when you pay your bill, the food plus stay bill, right, you will use Accor points and you will get even more value. So you will almost get 1.9 rupees value right now with the euro almost touching 100, right? So it is a very effective way to use all your points for that trip for all the 4 people. Rushank, you want to add anything?
Yeah, so this what airline sale Abhishek mentioned, definitely it's a very good option because it also give option to select one stop free. Sometimes I remember last year I saw this and there was one stop free. So basically you can plan 2 or 3 cities depending upon your itinerary. The only thing is on Accor points, you have 2 lakh Accor points. We'll have to understand if your 2 kids are how old, because if they are adults, then you may require a separate room, which might require you to have more points. I just feel. So that nuances you'll have to see, Gurpal. Also, there is another option. But you have Biz Black points. Okay. Oh, I thought HDFC points. Oh, yeah. So you don't have any other option. We can check SmartBuy also sometimes what kind of offers are there on other airlines time to time, and you can plan. The good part of Japan is you get visa easily. So anytime you can plan Japan as a location. I think you're looking for renewal. Again, it depends upon your plans. If you're having a plans to redeem any part of Asia Pacific, definitely you should go and take a Corporate Silver membership. If you have a plan to travel to Europe or any other part where you will be redeeming your Accor points, then the Silver membership also will help. Accor Plus membership will also help with Silver status. You get welcome drink benefit. There are offers on their Red Room, hot nights. Then there are offers on their normal base rates also. So again, it depends what plan you have for next 12 months. And basis that if it fits, then you should definitely think of renewing a membership. 16,000 का membership है, it's not bad. And if you are having a 1 night stay free, for example, in New Zealand, which cost around 15 to 20,000, you will recoup only from the stay point of view. And then there are other host of other benefits.
But I think he would have the I think the comment changed. He would have this Accor Plus from the Amex one, which is a traveler membership, which is not given anymore. Na? It does not have free night.
Yeah, it doesn't have free night, correct. Okay, it's
So
Amex flat reserve. Okay.
so you can also do that. You might get a call from Accor Plus team anyways, because once even these memberships are expiring. So you can check the rate. Otherwise, you can also reach out to us. We can probably help you, because once you get a group rate, then you can probably get some discount on that also.
Yeah.
Okay, I think R78 had given some detail through Magnus Burgundy. I already maxed out my annual limit.
Wow. What do you mean by annual limit? There's no limit on Magnus Burgundy on spend.
No, I think total points 2 plus 8 lakh points, maybe something like that.
Yeah, 10 lakh points. Okay.
So maybe then you can take in your spouse's name some other card, maybe if not Magnus Burgundy, then some other card in your spouse's name. If she is eligible or he is eligible, then you can probably also take the Magnus Burgundy itself.
But
or you can take HSBC.
The fundamental question is you'll have to first check what kind of MCC it is, because even if you take any other card and you don't get points, if it is because of real estate payment, then the entire exercise will go for a toss. So
Exactly.
what you should do, you should do one small transaction with any card and see what kind of MCC it is, and then later on you can plan accordingly.
Okay, one moment. Also, there are far too many questions. No.
Yeah.
One second, I have to scroll up. Okay, we have MS. Hi MS, how are you? Oh, okay, let's see your question. So, having two membership. Rushank, you answer first.
I also hold two membership MS. So does my spouse and Abhishek also. And it's basically, if you have two membership, you get 2 nights. You'll have to check what HSBC Premier membership you have, because now things have changed. You only get 12K gift card. Earlier, you used to get the membership. With EPM also, you get one stay night free. So if you're planning for 2 nights anywhere, you can use both the membership. If you and your spouse both are holding two membership, you have 4 nights. Then you can plan 4 nights stay vacation, the way I and Abhishek both have done, and specifically we have done in Goa. So it's good to have more. So okay, you can plan your more number of days at any place.
Yeah. And you only need to put different IDs, email IDs. So when you redeem, you will get a special code from the bank. You have to put a different email ID when you redeem. So then it will be on different. So even if it is in your name, it will be under different email ID. So Taj treats them as different. And when you do booking, you can ask them to club. Okay. So Vipul Bovar, what are the best cards to transfer Accor points, say 1 lakh? And then all cards can be considered. So Vipul, sorry, you didn't understand the question fully. Do you have, you want Accor 1 lakh points to be collected from different cards, or the other way around? You have 1 lakh points.
I think it's other way around. I think he's looking at 1 lakh Accor points and which are the best cards to accumulate that 1 lakh points.
Okay. So I think the short answer is, if you have Magnus Burgundy, then it is the best rate, and you can do, let's say, accelerated reward bunds. Then you will get a lot of points there, almost 14%. When you multiply by 1.9, almost 27-28%, you can make minimum. Right, and then you have, if you cannot get if you cannot get Magnus Burgundy, you can try for Atlas. There again, you will get average, including milestone benefits. You can take around 10 to 11% on points, and then 18 to 20% for your Accor value. So if you want to accumulate, but yeah, for Atlas the limitation is different. You can only transfer 30,000 points in category 1. So you can maximum do in 1 year 60,000 points. So let's say you and your spouse or your brother or anybody in your family, they can have 2 cards, right, and collect. Obviously, it will not be in one account; it will be in 2 accounts. But total, you will have 1 lakh points, and then you can redeem. Let's say when you are traveling as a family. Okay, let us see the next question.
So this is RG. You've been asking this question to us like quite frequently now. The only answer I can say: why do we think when it will get devalued? Just enjoy till it lasts.
It should not be value. It is not that great value anyways, yaar. I mean, it is not the Magnus of 2022 कि आओ और ले जाओ सब points ही points मिल रहे हैं.
Just
It is
enjoy.
still a reasonable card. Yeah.
It's actually a fantastic card. Like just to tell you guys, you get one free night of worth 15,000 Marriott points for 3,500 rupees. It's a fantastic card. With that 15,000 points, you can score a staycation either in Bombay, Bangalore, in reasonable 4 to 5 star, which could be costing a roughly 10 to 12,000, sometimes maybe 15,000 also. So it's a very good card to have if you have plans to use in Marriott properties. Take just from the point of view of joining benefit.
And
Also, we have
yeah, go ahead, sorry.
Also we have put the link of the card. If anybody is interested, they can apply that card from our link we have put in, and we have some offers also if you are planning to take this card. So you can check those offers also.
Yeah. I was just saying, adding to what Rushank said. So we checked in between for ITC hotels. So because ITC can be booked via a Marriott platform under luxury hotels, so the luxury collection, we found very good hotels like the ITC Narmada, which is in Ahmedabad, then ITC Delhi one and the Morris Sheraton, and all these hotels. They were available at around 16,000 points. So if you have Marriott Bonvoy card and you get that free night, you can stay in these hotels. These rooms retail at like 20,000-30,000 rupees, but you are getting that for 3.5. So you should just enjoy. Okay, Anisha, yes, Avios can be used across. So all the three, what do you call networks, Star Alliance, One World, and SkyTeam. You can use any of their currency across the partners, and there is no best value, honestly, because within, let's say if you are only using Avios, the only advantage is Avios you can use across 6 airlines, which is Qatar, British Airways, Finnair, then you also have the Iberian and the Aer Lingus, 5, sorry. So 5, and I think a couple of smaller airlines also, but these are the 5 airlines majorly in the ecosystem. Now, the taxation across the same flight in British Airways might be slightly different versus Qatar Airlines, might be slightly different in Finnair. So the points will remain the same, but the miles, the taxation changes because of some laws in the country. So I have been using it via Qatar of late because I hold One World Gold. But I have also found sometimes Finnair rates are slightly better, but then you might also need access to VPN because to connect all these accounts, especially Finnair, you need a European VPN. That is a problem that many people face. Also, you can check Iberian. Iberian is not talked too much about, but it's a fantastic airline, and they have some special award sales. So time and again, and especially around European summer holidays. So this is the right time to check that also if you want to. But yeah, I use Qatar, which is giving me the best value these days if I only have Avios.
Okay. So SR, rather than looking at cards, you'll have to look at your spends. What kind of spends you have annually, and like if you think those spends you can use only through one card, which is Magnus Burgundy card, then definitely you should take it. But if you think your spends are not that high, there's no point in paying then annual fees on the Burgundy. So you'll have to see first look at your spends, what kind of spends you are, the categories, and how much points you are able to accumulate in on Infinia, Atlas, Amex, and then you can decide on Magnus Burgundy. Magnus Burgundy can be really good if you have really high spends, and it's like the best card in India. So if you
Yeah.
spend like 25, 30 lakhs annually, there's a no-brainer card to have. Then you should definitely go for it.
Okay. So, which, as we said earlier, right? As R78 also said, just check on the MCC, and if it is not in the excluded list, maybe you can use a solution that he has been using.
Do come back on this live session video and comment what is the status on that. What is the MCC?
Yeah,
That
yeah.
will be
I
good.
think it will help a lot of our audience.
Aditya, just enjoy. You plan a trip with you, your family, your better half, if you married or your girlfriend. Just plan some trip. Maybe given condition as of now on travel point of view, will not advise internationally, but domestically you can think of some redemption, or maybe to Far East also you can plan a trip, which is like not a problem from travel point of view. But definitely it is up to you to decide which country and which part.
And you can use it on, let's say, if you are looking for a specific answer, you can try looking at Virgin Atlantic. So if you are traveling alone, I think Virgin Atlantic can give you fantastic value, India to UK or India to US. They have continuous sales and some offers, and it is a dynamic program. So you can get great value. And once you know that you can get good value, you can probably transfer some of the points from here.
Yeah. Also, you can actually check one video what we have done on Marriott redemption guide. Basically, how you can transfer your Amex point to Marriott and how you can book search some properties and fantastic properties where you can get around 1 rupee value on 1 MR points. So do check out that video, Aditya.
So, okay, MS, so let me give you an answer here. I have faced this many years back, and some other bank did this. ICICI did this. So, what I did was I wrote to the nodal officer very clearly what had I asked and what did they tick, right? And do it as soon as possible. So, if they have approved your cards, then obviously your credit history and credit limit and everything is sorted. So they only need to change the variant and raise it as soon as possible. And then if that does not help, reach out to us over the WhatsApp as well. I will share the details of their senior management, and maybe then you can write a big complaint to them, and then you will get this sorted. Don't worry.
Also, if you don't activate it, the card will not be active. So,
but then you will not get the Biz Black, man.
For Biz Black, definitely you'll have to reach out. But for DCB, you will have to tell customer care that that you're not activating, and there should be no charges for sure. So R78, going back to the question, if flat purchase 25 lakhs, no MCC restriction. Honestly, R78 will be very difficult because a lot of cards which have a good rate of return, like Access Atlas, for example, have a lot of exclusion. We may advise you some card, but at the end you don't get points, and then we just don't want you to feel bad around that. So my suggestion again to you is please check once MCC, and then informed decision can be done on that.
Yeah, I can otherwise tell you all the premium cards, any premium card, right? You will get 3 to 5% return. As Rushank said, Atlas gives you almost 10% return with the milestones. So you can choose any of them if there is no restriction. But as he said, that if there are restrictions, you first need to check with each bank which of the banks allow that MCC, and then you can take that card beyond Magnus Burgundy. Anisha, I can answer you. I have flown in both Qatar Biz and Qsuites on revenue. I can tell you it is nothing very fantastic. It is good once in a while kind of a thing. but nothing that you have to spend so many points. Sometimes Qatar jacks up on certain specific flights. You might not get availability also, so don't fret over it. If you can get good value from the points perspective, do definitely because this class seats are also very good, and I think the catering and food is almost the same. So it's only slight variance in how the air seats are structured in the aircraft.
Yeah.
Thanks, Rich, and let us know. Rushank, are you aware of this?
He has mentioned about the offer below. Next
Okay.
question.
Okay.
I think it's more from
Good.
information point of view. So good. So which we can say that HDFC does run on time to time basis some targeted promotion, and maybe you would have got some targeted promotion. So if you think you can have plans to spend, make the most of this.
Okay, so you get 3,000 on 2 lakhs and 7,000 or 10,000 points on 4 lakhs spent. Good.
Nivethan, the only suggestion will I give you is you have to first decide the location, because Singapore Airlines has a fantastic redemption from HDFC SmartBuy point of view, and obviously there are other airlines also you can find. Finnair is there. We have talked about Avios also. So again, it all come down to a point which location you're looking from your travel point of view, and then you can explore. So the fundamental what we follow, once we both collect the points, whether it's hotels or credit card points or anywhere, we then see which location can be done and we have not done in the past basis those points, like basically how much you have accumulated in different cards, and then you can plan looking at 2 people or 4 people depending upon your family size, and then you explore the best option from that. Starting with the best may not give you the right answer from the travel point of view.
Yeah. So, guys, one hack is that if you want to fly on, let's say, via the Avios points, you have to transfer it to Finnair and connect your Finnair account to your British Airways account and connect your British Airways account to your Qatar account. And British Airways is the central pivot. So you should get a VPN and you connect it to Finnair. Then you get 1:1 value. So you don't need to transfer to British Airways or Qatar for 2:1. Sorry.
Yeah. Actually, this is an important thing.
Yeah. Thank you, MS, for marketing for us.
Thank you, MS. So, guys, what MS is referring is we have a paid YouTube membership where we discuss in depth much more things what we discussed on the live channel. So, the link for the same we have put in. Please note that the newer membership, it starts from Square New, because the earlier one we have discontinued. So if you are intending to take the membership, you start from Square New, and there are other levels as well. Depending upon what you need, you can explore that.
Just select the tag which has a new word in the name itself, because the older memberships were inaugural offer and now they are being discontinued. So don't take the older memberships. And as MS said, right, MS is our member from the inaugural period itself, and we definitely try to take care of all our members on a personal basis as well. Yeah, Naren, I am in the process of getting this acoustics issue sorted. And as you know, I have been holding the mic all the time. But yeah, very soon this will be sorted.
79. So are you planning some redemption? If yes, do share with us in future. And we will love to hear your story also, how you're redeeming so many points for your trip.
Also, in case you want to have some customized redemption ideas, right, which you might not find very easily on the internet or from social media, you can also take a personalized consultation from us. We have already started that personalized consultation, and few members have already taken that. You can find the details on our membership page, or you can reach out to us via WhatsApp when you join our WhatsApp group, and we can really help you maximize the value uh, for your family members as well, you and your family members. So first time I'm seeing somebody with a larger balance than me in Accor. But good to know. People have collected good amount of points.
Yes, Viral, yes, definitely it will be counted towards milestone. And probably if it's a utility, then you will definitely get points also. So you'll just have to see what MCC it is coming. If it's utility payment, you will get base rewards also. So please do test and let us know also. You come back on the same video and put a comment whether you got the points as well as the milestone benefit. But definitely it's worth trying.
So, hi Gopal. So, if you have Infinia and if you have points on Infinia also, what you can do is you can transfer to Singapore Airlines, which has Japan connectivity. The flight is slightly longer than the direct flight. But yeah, if let's say you don't have much points on Infinia, then you can use the trick that I told to book the tickets. Also, you can check Qatar Airlines for One World membership flights. So Japan Airlines is a member of One World. You do see some flights from on Qatar Airlines partner portal when you book via partners for Delhi to Japan. Not always, but some flights. Right? I don't remember the exact number of points, but you can see that. If you have that many points and you can redeem for that, then you can also do that only via the Infinia points. So you have to transfer to Finnair. You will make a note of it. You can transfer to Finnair at 1:1 ratio. Take a VPN, connect it to your British Airways account. Connect the British Airways account to the Qatar account. Once you do that, then via 2 steps, you can transfer your Avios from Finnair to British Airways to Qatar Air. And then you can do the booking for your Japan Airlines flight via a One World partner flight from Qatar. Okay. Well, Rushank, do you recall what was Vipul we were talking about? Okay. Any other card? Maxes. Okay.
Oh, I remember.
1 lakh points, right?
Sorry?
I think Vipul was talking about collecting 1 lakh core points.
Correct. I remember that. You can actually explore HSBC. So HSBC Premier is where you can earn unlimited points as of now on Accor. So HSBC Premier card is one option. Second is HSBC Platinum as well. So both the cards can be looked from earning Accor. It has a ratio of 1:1. There's also third card, HSBC Travel One. So these are three cards from HSBC family, which has 1:1 ratio. Apart from all the Platinum has 2:1, correct?
2:1.
HSBC Premier and Travel One is 1:1. Also, HDFC SmartBuy, you can transfer points from HDFC to Accor, but again the ratio is 2:1, which acts as 1:1. So these are the other options from Accor point of view.
And नहीं तो सिग्नेचर मेंबरशिप ले लो, वो 1 लाख रुपए में 1 लाख points. So you will get at half the value. So because I think the cost of the point goes down to 1 rupee or 1.1 rupee if you take that Brazil mem over the year, obviously. Aditya, you should not book 2 rooms together. So what you do is you book one room first, mostly try to book a cancelable room, and then again you do another booking for not in the same transaction. Sometimes I think this is a flaw in their system. I've also seen somebody was trying to do this. I was helping him. So you have to maybe do in two transactions, then you will not see this issue. But you can reach out to us on WhatsApp and maybe we can discuss if you are still facing challenges.
I can give you one more trick. You can transfer points to your family members, and then you can both the guys can book tickets, hotel rooms separately. So
Yeah.
that is also a step you can follow. So, not sure what is the definition of maximize, but I can just tell you one thing. The 18% voucher benefit you get from iShop, it's fantastic. Like last few days back, you would have seen on Akshay Tritiya, there was a really good offer on Zepto on gold coin purchases of 1 gram. So if someone would have bought 10,000 worth voucher from iShop, that is 18% net in your pocket, and that gold coin was costing around something 9,500. So if someone does the math, 1 gram you end up getting at 7,800 versus a market value of 10,000. So this is one way definitely you can explore maximizing your ICICI EPM, buying the vouchers, and you can explore. Apart from that, obviously there are really good returns on hotel booking or a flight booking. So those are two good options.
And I think we have discussed this earlier. So both of ICICI and HDFC use the same portals at the backend on SmartBuy versus iShop for hotel bookings. And recently I was doing some hotel bookings for redemption for myself, and I found that the same hotel, the same room in HDFC SmartBuy was at least 10% more expensive than iShop. So one that you are getting a higher limit on things like Amazon voucher, Flipkart voucher, 10,000 ki jagah 12,000. Then you also get 18,000 points instead of 15,000. Then you also get cheaper redemption. So obviously, club all these three together, you are anyway making 5-6% more than you would make on HDFC Infinia. So I think this is a very smart way. And you can use for your flight booking and hotels. I think that is giving the best value till, let's say, they announce the partners.
Sunil, I believe you would have created your NRE NRO account, and if you have any relationship with the banks, that's the first step to get the credit card. Have certain balances. Talk to bank that you are intending to have a credit card in India, and they will guide you. So in most cases, you will get it, but mainly in those cases where you have NRE NRO account, so that speed enough faster. Second thing, if you are already holding any Indian credit cards and you are moved outside India for work or education, then you can think of applying basis credit limit. So a lot of companies in India, if you're already holding any good credit card, have certain credit limit, which is called C2C basis, credit to credit basis, where credit card to credit card basis, where you get the benefit and you get the card. So you can explore that option also, Sunil. And this is I've done. I've lived outside India for a short while, and I've got a couple of credit cards while I was outside India.
I think if you have shifted back or if you stay in India for a long period of time, in a year, less than 6 months, but you can also talk to Amex once they start opening their cards. And especially if you hold an Amex card or an HSBC card. So I remember some of my friends who moved out of India and they had an HSBC Premier relationship. They got an HSBC Premier card even abroad immediately, even before they left. So you can check with.
So there is one challenge, Abhishek, on that. A lot of cards want KYC to happen in India. So that is some issue. So that's where Sunil, what Abhishek suggested may help if a bank is ready to give when you are outside. But many like Amex, for example, will need a KYC, and so does other banks. And they don't want VPN connected stuff. They need like you to be in India and do it at the KYC and all. So because they will send a SMS to your number and a lot of other stuff. So they want you to be in India. So you'll have to see if you're in India and how you can get those credit cards. And like you're coming back for a meeting your family, relatives, or some break from your studies outside India, then you can explore this option also.
So, GD, as I said, even I am waiting, but yeah, no use waiting. I think they also give good value rather than. I think they have 90% redemption allowed for hotels. So I used all my EPM points from last 6-7 months for my hotel bookings recently, and I can tell you, you will get more than 1 rupee value if I compare the same hotel on, let's say, Booking.com, or let's say on SmartBuy portal, and if I'm getting better value on the, so it is a good enough, na. Anyways, I would have had to spend cash there because these are non-chain hotels. So you can decide on your use case, but if you really want to wait for some time, and let's say if ICICI also cracks something like a core kind of membership, then I think it will be good value. But we haven't heard. I think initially they said that it will take some time, but 3-4 months have passed, nothing has come.
So yeah, it is an individual's choice, but we would also recommend all our viewers, given situation and where conditions of our relationship with these countries, maybe best is to avoid for some time and see how relationship improves. So just one thing to tell: nothing is permanent. So relationship can improve in future, and maybe that time you can definitely ban. And also one important thing: there are 190 plus countries in the world.
Yeah.
So if you explore two countries, things will not change. So definitely, we would expect everyone of our audience to support as of now to India in this situation. R78, if you like, go ahead and take Access Airtel credit card. It's a very good card. If you're Airtel user, 25% cashback, which you can explore. If you are thinking of adding a new card to your kitty, definitely one card this you can explore.
Nitish, I think we answered this question earlier only. So still waiting. So GD, I think there is some lag. Even I have not got all my points. I have to do some amount of reconciliation. So maybe once I'll also check, and if I talk to the customer care, maybe I'll post a comment on this video later, and you can probably check it out. I will tag you.
So my suggestion: wait for 45 days, or 45 to 60 days. Definitely, you should get the points. The way we see is that they have also brought in a lot of changes. So some tech enhancement is happening. Maybe sooner or later, you will see more in real time basis. If not real time, at least at the statement generation basis for sure.
So Rushank, are you there? What MCC is this? 5712?
Furniture, home furnishing.
Furniture.
It's interesting. That's the reason points you received. And you bought Godrej. You bought
Yeah, Godrej Interior.
Oh, Godrej Interior. That's where. So yeah, lucky you because they use that POS. Otherwise, real estate companies do have different MCC. So
I said that which city and what property? You tell us.
Today we discovered something new. If you are intending to purchase Godrej property, ask them that you want to use your credit card on Godrej Interior POS.
I will also do this.
Yeah.
Need to buy a house.
Acha, good.
Okay.
Maybe in future also we can explore.
Yeah.
Yeah, Viral. You will definitely get milestones. Don't worry. I'm saying you can get reward points also on paying your society cam bills if those are tagged as utilities. So do check it out that and let us know once you get the points. But definitely milestone you will get it irrespective of points. Your take, Abhishek, on this?
4 months HDFC salary account with less than Infinia want Infinia, which bank is refusing. So, you already have Biz Black, na? So, is your salary coming into HDFC or not? If it is coming in HDFC, just talk to the branch manager rather than the RM. Or if that is also not helping, just join our WhatsApp community and let's talk separately. I think this has become an issue with HDFC ever since they have increased the limit to 5 lakh salary now, and it is not that easy to get 5 lakh salary also. So maybe we'll have to do some consultation on this, and I can try to help you.
Okay, Venkatesh, I have other opinion. Ditch Infinia, go for EPM. You can move your salary account from HDFC to ICICI Bank basis that relationship. You asked at the time of taking that relationship that you're intending to look at Emerald Private Metal card and explore that option to
And
comparatively. Yeah.
yeah, and I think I have one more add-on to what Rushank said. You write and you close the bank account with HDFC, and you write a letter and you send it to the zonal manager. Take his email and send it to the zonal manager that I'm closing the account because this is what has happened to me. Then maybe you might get both. You might get EPM as well as you might get Infinia.
Infinia, yes.
Thanks, Viral, for being there across so many live sessions. It's really nice to have you and have your questions.
Maybe it's some typo.
Okay.
Mm, 14K per month. It's gross or net will be a question
It
for
might
us.
be net. It might be net. So I think you can start just see what kind of expenses you and have which you would want to cover from that card. So you can start as simple as let's say a Swiggy card, or if you have too many spends on Swiggy, Zomato, Swiggy One, right? Or you can take a Tata New card as a RuPay card, which is also very easy to get, right? And or let's say if you want something on the what do you call utility side, like Rushank mentioned, the Airtel Axis Airtel card, or the I think all these cards are either lifetime free or very small fee, and also the fact that they give specific benefits. And once you have more what do you call experience with these cards, then I think she will be easy. And when her salary increases, you can get better cards later. That is how you can start. Rushank, any other card that comes to your mind?
I think what you have covered, all I think you have covered everything, Abhishek, from the entry level point of view.
Yeah.
Only
But
one card you can think of is HSBC Live Plus, but I'm not too sure which location you are based.
the salary criteria will be issue.
Salary criteria may be an issue. Yeah.
Uh,
Okay, I think we are over 1 hour now.
and we will take some, I think, couple of questions, and we can close after that.
Yeah. So official document says you need to spend more than 8 lakhs in last 6 months. But now even HDFC is being very picky, giving upgrades to people. So you can try spending that amount on DCB, and then you can check out with your branch officials for upgrade.
Yeah.
But honestly, DCB is a good card. It's not a bad card. If your spends in and around 15 lakhs annually, you can continue with that, given there some milestone benefit. If you have plastic, then you can think of upgrading to metal, because metal has a benefit of milestone. Would you get 10,000 reward points on spending 4 lakh?
So 2 rooms for 9 days. So
And
stay,
it's all revenue, because that is also an important, just to understand more in detail. Yeah, Abhishek, you were saying something.
no, so I'm saying if it is revenue and if you have already booked or if you have to book. So if you have to book and you have a co-traveler, you can take the nights there, because the challenge would be I don't think they will give you points on both the hotels. So it becomes a challenge. I've seen many people who thought that they will get both the nights, but they have got only one night because the system is designed like that. So that will be definitely a challenge for status nights. You will get the regular points, but the status night is a issue. And if you try to create 2 IDs and you take it on 2, but then you will have to show yourself as a occupant of both the rooms. That is also a problem. I think the best value would be you take it in your family member's name, but obviously you will not get the status nights in one account, clubbed in one account. Why? Okay.
GD, honestly speaking, Atlas is a good card. But if you have EPM and spends are more directed on EPM, maybe then you can think of discontinuing Atlas. However, if you have high spends on travel or like airlines, hotels, Atlas is a really good card to have. So you'll have to see whether you are ready to spend 5,000 annually on fees or not. Some, as a philosophy, me and Abhishek, we are a firm believer. You can extract good value from the cards where you pay fees, and we do end up paying fees on almost many cards. And Abhishek will say some number which will be like very high. But just to tell you, this is a good card to have, and you can think of holding both the cards.
See, GD, till the time you will get transfer partners, Atlas at least gives you an optionality of transfer partners. So you keep both the cards, right? And then based on your spend and let's say offers that you get, etc., you can decide where to spend. So I can tell you my story. Ever since Magnus came in, I think I stopped spending on Infinia. My Infinia spends almost went to zero when the Magnus was having its golden run. Right, so but I kept on holding the Infinia. I kept on holding my Diners Club Black card has almost zero spent, and I pay the fee. For Infinia, I paid the fee also 1 year. So it doesn't matter, and you can hold both the cards because they have very different use cases. So Atlas, when you have airline spends or hotel spends, you just use Atlas all the time. Other spends you can use EPM.
Yeah. That's an important thing to note, that because of the better transfer partners, Atlas is a good card. So Abhishek, your view, you would have done a lot of bookings now.
Yeah. So Atlas, there is one challenge, Rushank. The FX rate is worse. I think 3.5%, right? So let us say you do an Accor app and you pay in UK pounds. So you will lose 3.5%, even though you make 10%. You will lose 3.5% plus GST. 4% ही रहता है मोटा मोटा. So I think that is a bigger problem. If you use travel edge, I think that can be a slightly better way because you will be charged in rupees. because in back end pay they have this travel portal, na? Like Make My Trip and Yatra or Clear Trip. So they charge in rupees. So you will not be incurring forex charges and you will be getting 5x. The challenge is because it is an Accor group hotel, so therefore he will not get the status benefits. So if you don't have any status, or if you are not bothered about status or anything, then you can use Travel Edge. But if you're more bothered about,
yeah. No, continue, Abhishek.
But if you're more bothered that you should get Accor points also when you're staying, right? Then you should look at Atlas.
Yeah, and also only thing is if you hold Accor Plus, because if you're planning a UK trip, I believe it will be at least 7 to 10 days, and you are thinking of all Accor properties, then Accor Plus membership will also help you to save further. So do check the members rate and public rate if you're exploring this option. So that can be also a useful way to explore this. And then you can calculate your net return basically.
सब बंद हो गया ये सब.
So, okay. So, Kamalji, we will discuss with you at 3 p.m. today. We have a one-on-one consultation with Kamalji. So, we will discuss more in detail with you.
So, there's a link of the WhatsApp community in the description of the live session. So, you can probably see that and join. Okay, so let us take. Yeah, I think it's a revenue booking for Sehul.
Okay,
GD. Yeah, I think so. The best way is to take a Premier HSBC Premier card, since it's 12 lakh rupees a year. 1 lakh rupees limit is there. Axis Reserve, I don't recommend anymore. But yeah, I think this can be a good option.
Yeah. So EPM and Atlas both will have charges with no reward points. So better to avoid both the cards for the payment of rent.
Yeah.
Regalia first. Sure.
I think it's a 2:1, na? But Regalia all
Regalia gold.
Gold and regular Regalia at 2:1. First, I will also need to check. I don't remember.
We'll have to come back.
Because this was discontinued, right, Rushank? The first and Regalia both were discontinued some time back. It's only gold.
The same, but I'm also of that opinion that we have only 3 cards where there is a transfer partners for HDFC point of view. Gold, Infinia. Even like Biz Black has only Star, basically Singapore Airlines.
Yeah, Singapore Airlines.
Yeah. So we'll have to check which, and we'll have to come back on this. Not too sure about partners for Regalia first.
So, Rushank, you want to take this?
Yeah, so sort of first thing, 9 lakhs, what are the main components? We'll have to see, because Atlas will have a lot of exclusions. Atlas is primarily a travel credit card. So if you have high spends on travel, definitely Atlas will make sense. And for entire 9 lakh, maybe you can think of having both the cards together, Atlas and Amex as a combination, because Amex travel till 4 lakhs, you will get the benefit. So way I see is, if you have travel related spends, you move your spends to Atlas, and non-travel related spends, you can think of Amex travel, combine both the cards and you can see the benefit. However, DCB is an all-rounder card, and you get points on utilities, you get milestone benefits also. So you'll have to see how this 9 lakhs are, and basis your categories of spends, you have to fine-tune the right balance.
Actually, I think if you call back to a customer care or talk to your RM, they might resend you the offer if you want to take the metal card. I think Rushank has mentioned that the metal card has milestone benefits, so you will get that milestone benefits on your metal card. But yeah, like I hold a lifetime free Diners Club card, black card, and it is a plastic version. I did not upgrade because I don't use it much anyways. So but just decide if you are going to use it heavily, then I think milestone benefits will really help you.
I think we should call a wrap. Otherwise, we will
Yeah,
keep putting questions.
yeah. So I think after this we'll take this Yuvraj's question. JD, you come to WhatsApp then we will chat there more. Folks whose questions we can't take now, I think please come to the WhatsApp community. It is a fairly easy process and you can join and we can connect there.
Is it worth spending? Yes, I think the benefits are till 1.5 lakhs, the maximum the way I understand about this card. And you think you have more spends on UPI, definitely you should explore Tata new Infinity Rupee card as a good option. Again, there also has a limit of 30,000 maximum you can do UPI spends. This is the calculation of your reward rate what you get. So you'll have to see how much spend you will be doing in future on UPI, and then you can look at other options. Yuvraj, you can use housing.com platform and see that works. You can use a code called CUT99, CUT99, basically for paying payments on housing.com for education. There are some benefits of using this code, so you can explore that.
So, Kumar Vishwas and JD, please, we will take up your questions in the WhatsApp community. Looking forward to meet you there. Good. So, let's call it a wrap today then, Rushank. Guys, anyone's questions that we have missed or we are not able to take, please feel free to join our WhatsApp community and we'll talk further there.
Yeah,
but thank you for your time today.
Do like our video and subscribe to our channel.
Yeah, and stay safe in these volatile times. Till then, keep swiping, keep saving. Bye-bye.
Bye.